got some great company. We're
Thank you, man.
joined
Thanks for
by the greatness,
oh.
his coldness, Raz, all the way from the
Bro,
deep city. Welcome
deep
to the
city,
show,
bro.
bro.
Bro, it's been a long time, bro. Always wanted to be in this show, man. Like
Seriously,
the very first time I've seen the show, I always, imagine it na gusto sad ko mag-guest of podcast because me myself I've always wanted to, host a podcast, which I already did
you
some
do,
podcast po, but I but I
yeah,
but I was really looking forward to, be a guest kay ganahan sa Diego mahimog, like guest and to be
for
interviewed.
sure.
I always love interviews, man. So thank you for having me. Thank you so much, bro.
Of course,
Got a
man.
huge upside.
Thanks for the love, man. Hey, but
Yeah.
somebody has to interview the guy who does the interviewing because this you before podcasting, you had that stint in Mac Music, right? I've seen
Yeah.
you. I've seen you do some. I've seen you like cover guys like Alson and even Hero,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
those rebel
Yeah.
dogs. Like, man, I think you're made for this. Like you used to have the microphone around, and like you like to entertain
Yeah.
folks. What's up with that, man? Like, you have a knack for this, not just like an artist. Like, you want to be a
Yeah,
host
bro.
or
Like
something?
yeah. I mean, being a host or to be a host is something that I've always, wanted to do for a long time. And gigamit na sa ako ng, my platform as a rap artist. Because some people say that I have a fluent cadence in English, and
You
they
do,
want to know
man.
why.
And
I
it's
mean,
for like sometimes like I'm a bit of kind of a purist, but now I'm like a bit flexible now. But it
yeah.
throws me off when folks like mix Bisaya and English jigger. But when I started listening to you guys, the Rebel Dogs, you Raz, and the way you guys mix English and Bisaya up, it opened up this new platform for me. Like, wow, it sounds cool.
Yeah,
The
I mean, yeah, man.
blending.
Like, yeah, Bisaya and English. Alson used to tell me that the way I transition my English verse to Bisaya doesn't sound badui because usually some artists that we really try to do this the very first time they try to do Bisaya English, murag baduyan kay sila paminahon ba.
Yeah.
And it's a great like an praise nga gihatag ni Alson telling me that the way I do it is not baduy. And I
No,
mean,
sir.
yeah, like hosting is something that I love to do, man. Like I just want to, talk about another people's or another person's perspective or whatever he does in life or how he views life in general. I always think that talking to somebody using this platform not only would benefit the host, but you could also benefit from the guest. You know what I mean?
Both
Like vice
ways.
versa. Yeah,
Uh,
man. So yeah, like hosting is something that I really love to do, and I'm just glad that I was, blessed with it, with the talent and the confidence to actually do it, man.
Indeed, very talented. Not just a artist, not just a host. Man, you're multi-dimensional, and you also do reviews like those Cyber George and Kenshin. Bro, bro, I dig your shit. I like those reactions, man. Like, so I kind of recognize why you have to do so, and you can correct me on this one if I'm wrong. Is it
Yeah.
because you want to build that profile of yours? Like, you want to, like in the resume, like, hey, I have this in the books, like having this in the bag, like I'm a YouTuber, like I do
Yeah,
music
I mean,
reviews.
absolutely, bro. Like that's actually the main reason is to build my YouTube channel as we all do. I'm just reach 1,000 subscribers recently, and I think that Cyber George review video helped me a lot. I mean,
Oh, bro, like,
if you if
damn,
you
it
if
did
you
blow
watch the
up.
comments, bro,
Yeah, I
if you
did.
watch the comments, you would always see some haters as well, though. Like, yo, you're
You
just
need,
riding the hype, and I'm
man.
like, yo,
No,
I'm
you need,
supposed to ride this. I'm supposed to
yeah, for
ride a
sure,
hype, bro. This is funny as hell, man.
for
Like,
sure,
you know what I
man.
mean? I'm just trying to build the YouTube account as well as just building my profile in social media in general just want to put it up out there that I'm not just a rap artist, but sometimes I could be this, I could be that.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna stick to one thing, because sometimes if you just gonna focus on one thing, it just gives you some, like you get bored sometimes, so you gotta explore
Yes,
other
sir.
parts,
It make and it
genre,
makes you and it makes you vulnerable because you know what, like you never know, like YouTube may not be a hit anymore one day, or
yeah.
rapping may not be a thing anymore, or like podcasting and hosting may not be a thing anymore. So like it helps you like, be on the safe side to not have all your eggs in one basket. Talk about
Me
music,
too.
man. Like how did music start for you, man?
I mean, music has always been a part, bro. Like, ever since siguro elementary go, I've always loved hip hop, but I wasn't really, thinking about becoming an artist. So una kay, that the very first time I hear rap, I mean, like it's cool, but rap is not really my very first, love. The very first genre I was hooked into was soul music and blues.
Oh,
So, like when I dig deep more into rap music, I noticed and I found out that some of the beats nga ginagamit sa mga gipang looked up na kong artist was also inspired by blues and soul. So I mean,
J
hip
Dilla.
hop is, yeah, bro. Like Dilla is one of those producers. Rest in peace to
Rest in
God. I
peace.
mean, like that, the way he produces beats is just based on blues, soul,
Blues and
you know
jazz.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, jazz too. So yeah, hip hop was later na hook up ko. Like I was really into it kato ng college na siguro. I mean, yeah, first year college. That's 2010 when I actually first met Hero of Rebel Dogs and Open Salao.
Damn, those
Yeah,
those days, like just
yeah,
coming
bro.
up days.
ACK back then was still not a producer, bro. ACK was
Yeah.
still an MC back then, and
Yeah.
to tell you the truth, ACK was the OG MC that we have here
I've
in
heard
Dip
that's
City.
that's what Alson and
Yeah.
Hero been talking about.
Yeah, bro. Like he was the OG MC, and when I heard his first song, the song called Gun Clap, that's the very first song na nakaingon ko, oh bro, this shit is dope, and naka-Dipolog na po. So I was like asking people out like who this guy is, and that's when I actually contacted ACK and asked him about his dreads, because back then he has this,
He used to sport dreads.
long ass dreads, yeah. And then I was like asking, bro, asa ka nagpa-dreads ba? And then that's the time that he introduced me to a guy in Chicago, which happens to be Hero, bro. And si Hero sa una, pag uli niya Dipolog, mo to mag uli niya nagtiwa sa college po. We got to we go into the same school at that time.
Right.
2010 I was first year, and then si Hero is around third year, and ACK was graduating na po dito nga year, but we actually came about dito nga school, nag-abot pa gyud dito. And that's the time nag-introduce ko ni ACK and Hero back then. And that's when Hero did, because I have a Dreadlocks as well, murag extension lang bitaw.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Heroes
I had
was
those
what? Like real dreads.
Yeah, Hero's dreads is real. ACK's dreads back then was real. Their real hair, turned into dreads actually. But mine was like gasina-sina lang bitaw. Like I wanna have those dreads too. So like yeah, I got this long ass dreads from my uncle. Kulikta bitaw niya. And I had Hero done that for me dito sa Katipunan, dito sa Ilaa, which I paid for about 300 to get it hooked up to my head. And it lasted for about 3 days, bro, because it's itchy as hell, bro.
Man, you do, and the thing is, like, these dreads are composed of different
Yeah,
hairs
different
from
hairs,
folks.
man.
Like, oh
Don't
my
even
god,
know-
you don't even
oh
know where
my
it came
God,
from.
bro.
Oh shit.
Don't even know where it came from. So whenever I go to sleep, I cannot sleep properly, bro. Like those dreads itchy as hell. So it lasted for 3 days, and I paid 300. It's like 100 per day, bro.
So, yeah,
That's crazy.
but did you get the real dreads though?
I mean, not anymore, bro, because the real dreads probably won't really fit me no more, man. I mean, my hair
What do you
is
mean?
like LeBron James now, bro.
Cole
My hair is like...
Cole sporting the dreads, man.
I mean, bro, I cannot rock no more dreads. I can even get
Right.
my hair to grow that long, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm getting to the LeBron James stage.
Being real,
bro.
man. Being real. But hold on to that
Word.
hair, man. Hold on to that hair.
Yeah. Like, I mean, going back to the original question, like, yeah, that's the time that I met those guys, 2010, and then that's the first time that I wrote my very first rap song. I don't know if you ever heard the song "Smoke." Marriage is my everything. She all I ever wanted. We can smoke it real big, bigger than we ever done it. Like, that's the very first song ako nasulat that actually
Where
like
can we find this now? Is it
you can find it on
SoundCloud and
YouTube,
Spot?
bro. It's in YouTube. You could search it. Smoke by. It's actually the one on YouTube is the remix version where the verse where the Nopets Allowed guys did the verse and what I had is just the
Right.
chorus. But originally I wrote that song with my original verse and the chorus in it. But they actually decided to like did a song with a remix. So that's why they asked the permission to like, yeah, let's do this. We'll do the verse and you have the chorus. But that's the actually the first song that blew up. Mo na kanta nga na ilado dito akong name. But I mean, right now, bro, I hate when people like, hey,
What?
you don't want to nagkanta sa Smoke, diba? Like, I hate it when
Oh,
people recognize me about that song, bro. Because
well,
right
you
now,
get
this,
attached to that song, man. Your name
yeah,
gets
bro,
attached to that song.
yeah. But I hated it when people just recognize me just because of that song. Because I mean, that song it's not that I hate the things that I talked about the song because it's actually a song about marijuana and advocate about
Okay.
having a smoking and that's
But
the
that
thing
was
that I
long time
actually
ago.
long time ago, bro. And that's the thing that I don't do anymore. So I just hate when people just recognize that it is what it is, man. It sticks, bro.
Yeah, bro. These small things that you do, these milestones, they really get attached to you. It's like a brand, like.
It
But
is, bro.
it's nice, man. Like, these are chapters of your life. Like
Yeah.
I heard that, like you don't advocate. You just said it now. Like you don't advocate for that and no more. And I think
I mean, I mean,
You're a changed person.
yeah. I mean, I still support it, bro. I mean, I still support people
Yeah.
that smokes it or just use the purpose it for the good. But I cannot do that anymore as a dad, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
for
it's
sure.
it's risky. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah,
this country right now. So I mean, I still support the guys, bro. I still
yeah.
support the movement towards it.
But that song, you just don't want to be associated with anymore.
Oh man, hell no,
you
bro. Not no
rather
more, bro.
be you rather be identified with the music you do now.
Yeah. I mean, now the music that I have now, especially the ones that I did, sa Spotify, those are
Yeah.
the recent music that I actually did with a new style that I've developed throughout the years because I've encountered a whole lot of different artists. Naghan ko na my inspirations on which I, you know, get some tips or get some ideas from those artists as well, and then I came up with this thing now. Ni stick na gibitaw sa kuha nga persona. So this is the real. I think this is probably the signature that I would like to stick.
Is it
Moving forward,
is
bro.
there a certain label to it, like what kind of hip hop
I mean,
subgenre do you call it, man?
I love boom bap since day one, man. Boom bap, the old school, the
Boom
'90s hip
bap.
hop. That's the type of rap that I've always been loyal to. I mean, a lot of subgenres has come in and come pop off all over the years, like trap. We
Rap,
had this
yeah.
mumble rap, but I've always stick to the boom bap, the '90s hip hop, and now I've ventured in more to the lo-fi hip hop, the jazz
Oh yeah,
rap, which
yeah. I
J Dilla originated. Yeah. So
heard
yeah,
you
this
you
is
and you and Ak are like cooking up like real
yeah,
great
man. Like
lo-fi songs, flowers, and the rest of
yeah,
us on
bro. That
dreams.
one right now is the hit. That one right now is the hit.
Flowers
Whenever I look at my Spotify artists, bro, I see Flowers as they always be the one that has the most
the
streams. So I
most.
mean, yeah, shout out
Is
to
it?
ACK for
Yeah, shout
being a
out.
part of that.
It's usually the songs that you don't expect that like
Word,
would
man.
blow up.
Exactly, man.
Like,
Exactly, bro.
but actually, if I do like look you up in YouTube, like that song Lupad has like topped
Oh
1M.
yeah, for real,
It
for
flew,
real,
bro.
bro.
It flew.
Bro,
1M, man. Like
I,
describe for me as an artist. Like 1M. What does that
one,
feel like?
bro. I mean, when we did that song, bro, we didn't expect it as well. Maabot siya ginana. But I think that when Brugoy actually asked me to hop on that song was originally his solo song, but he
His.
actually,
Oh.
yeah. So he actually just, messaged me like, yo, you want to be on part of this song? I was like, yeah, bro, anything for you guys. And then when we recorded that on Mac Music, automatically the next day we decided to shoot a video. And you know what we did, bro? If you watch
Man,
that video,
I
we
watched it
did that we
a
did
couple of
it we did
times.
that video, bro. Improvise all the hell of that shit,
Man, you
because
don't
that
have
scene,
need no production team, man.
word, man, you know the scene where the camera is actually shooting us, the car moving and the camera's in front. We just put some tape over the tripod and the camera on it.
Holy shit.
I was like, woo, that's crazy, man. And yeah, I think the emotion that I got, I anticipated that to actually hit 1 million this year, because last year it actually reached already 800,000, and I was like, probably by 2021 it
Yeah.
will reach 1 million. But yeah, bro, it's still the butterflies in it, man.
Surreal,
Like,
huh?
you have a song that actually been heard 1 million times. That's crazy, bro. That's
It's
crazy. The love and the
crazy, man.
support.
Hey, I like that song. For me, I like it. But what do
Thank
you
you,
think?
bro.
What do you think was the ingredient to that? Like, that made that hit?
I mean, that song, bro, we originally wrote that song about, one of our homies, going to jail for,
Mm,
as is advocacy over the things that is not actually being supported. Is illegal things, like,
yeah.
they
You can
promote that
you
shit.
can you can say it, man. Like, it's a
All right, bro.
podcast. We're
Like, yeah, I mean,
decentralized, bro.
yeah. So yeah, he was caught, you or like, I mean, single-handedly caught, and not even, I don't know if it's that really his or not, but
Yeah.
that was a song that was actually trying to engage on people on what they need to feel, or how they need to feel about certain things when it comes to, using those type of things and the injustices that,
Yeah.
you know that we experience sometimes, maybe not for us, but the people that we know, going through those injustices. And we made that song for that homeboy, and we also made that for, the love and the advocacy for the cannabis world, man.
Yeah.
And I think the main ingredients for that song to actually become a hit is that Brugoy is part of it. I mean,
Yeah. I was gonna say that
Brugoy's
too.
fan
Like,
base,
oh
bro.
my god.
Brugoy's fan base is
By
crazy as hell, bro. You talk about my fan base, Brugoy's fan base is crazier,
forget the fan base. He's talented, man. He has it. Like, he
bro.
don't. It's natural. You can
Natural, yeah,
you can feel
man.
it. Like, it's an aura thing. It's a
Yeah.
charisma thing. Like,
Back when he was still an active part of No Pets Allowed, I considered him as like one of the standout on the group. Like, he has
yeah,
this
for sure.
different, persona in him. Like, murag lahi
Like,
gid bitaw siya. Like,
yeah,
I can,
yeah, he's untouchable. Like,
word, man. Like, he's like, if I would like compare him to somebody in the foreign, hip hop group, he was like Method Man to me from Wu-Tang
oh,
Clan, bro. Like, his cadence, his voice, he's just different. Because ang tiyo ni Brugoy, magod baho kayo,
yeah,
ladlog, and his writing, skills is like different from from his peers. So
yeah,
he really stood out, bro. And I think his fan base and his skills alone, and me also being a part of the song, my fan base as well was just, I didn't even expect, bro, my fan base to even blow up that big because of that song. So yeah, man, that song is really, really a successful one, and I'm always grateful for the opportunity that I was a part of that song, bro.
for sure. You do so many things. Like, you're a content creator, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was probably the best description, bro. I
yeah,
try my
you
best.
like to you like to create stuff, man. Like, how do you get creative? Like, what do you usually do before you do something creative? Like, whether it's a song, a video, or whether you make reaction videos. Like, what do
Yeah,
you do?
I just get inspiration, bro. Like, inspiration from different things, like inspiration from the things that I looked up to, or somebody that I looked up to. I just start from there. Like, for example, rap music, bro. Like, my writing process on rap is just based on like whenever I hear the beat first, because whenever I hear the beat just instills some energy in me, man. Like
Yeah.
there's certain types of beats that actually makes me imagine, oh, this kinds of things, this kind of scenarios, and then I stick to that scenario, and that's where I start with my writing process. But doing this other stuff like podcast and reviews and all that podcast, I was really hooked more into podcast when I started listening to Joe Rogan.
But selling a flamethrower, the liabilities, all the people you're selling this device to, what kind of unhinged people are going to be buying a flamethrower in the first place? Do we really want to connect ourselves to all these potential arsonists?
Listening to Joe Rogan, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
and yeah, Joe Rogan is a hell of a host, bro. And the things that he talks about in his podcast is some things that you can even digest as a normal
Yeah.
person. I was like, oh, this is crazy, man.
He takes on like heavy issues. Like
Terrible idea. Terrible. Shouldn't buy one. I said don't buy this flamethrower. Don't buy it.
Heavy
Heavy.
issues, bro. Heavy issues. But the very best podcast that I really tune in nowadays is All the Smoke.
Imagine what it's going to be like on the court.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. I mean, we both want to challenge each other.
I mean, that's where
Oh,
I
Matt Barnes.
that's where I
and
based. Yeah, Matt
Steven
Barnes
Jackson.
and Steven Jackson, bro. And that's the platform that I try to get my themes and inspiration to. So on Cozy Convo, you see it, bro. You
Yeah.
notice that stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I know, man. I see all your episodes, man. Minus the weed though.
Yeah. That's it. Word. Exactly. I focus on that, and then I just get inspiration and get ideas from it and try to apply it with my own ideas as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I stick to it, and that's how I do it too.
Man, and indeed, it shows in the content you make, and you're a pretty good podcaster, man. Like
Thanks, bro.
I
Appreciate it,
I
man.
just can't wrap my head around why you can't go all in, like what's with these spurts, man? Because I can see you're a really talented guy, and I'm pretty sure you do all the freaking behind the scenes shit, like the production stuff, like
I do everything, man.
all
It's very
that,
hard, bro.
man. So like, is it because like there's too much on the plate?
Yeah. You thought I forgot, huh? Told you my time gon' come, bro.
How many DJs must get this?
There's time and time again I tried to raise bars at him in the shit. And time again I tried to wage wars, I've been killing shit. I smoke and I reminisce. I remain broke till I gotta get. Stories unfold, I deliver it. I'm like a cheat code when I live it. Look, wastelands in my hometown.